That's Fair Elise on our meditation music. Thank you, Fair. We appreciate you. So grateful. Well, good morning, Agape. All right. Y'all looking good this morning. Thank you all for being here. It's so good to be in community together. Yes? Yes. Amen. I'm Mary Ann Lewis, Music and Arts Director here, and it is a pleasure to welcome you today. Hey, we've got an incredible house band, as always. Ben Dowling on the piano over there, John Hart on bass, David Neal on guitar, Curtis Bird on the drums, back from your travels. Yes. Hey, Jamie Lula's in the house today. All right now. Yes. He's going to help on the chanting aspect of life today.
Oh, Lord,
so you guys got to sing.
So very thankful.
Hey.
I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Come on, y'all. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Hey, Benny, come on. so very thankful. I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Come on, y'all, let me hear you sing. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Sing it out loud. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Everybody said, we are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Oh, we are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Take it home.
Love having Jamie Lula in the house. Yes. You can give him more love. Good. Our meditative thought coming up on the screen. As always, I invite you to use it through the week, maybe, as a part of your meditation practice. Reverend Michael tells us this. As autumn arrives, let's welcome it as an invitation to remember that like the seasons, our lives are always in transition. Impermanence alone is permanent. Observing leaves falling from the trees, we can reflect on releasing from our lives that which no longer serves us. In spite of the ego's holding on to what it tries, convincing us it keeps us safe and secure, we can introspect on the habits, beliefs, convictions, concepts, and attitudes that we are being called to question and let go of them. That's from Reverend Michael for us this week. Yes, love to you, Agape. Thank you. Marianne.
Thank you so much, Reverend Coco. Well, it's time now for our congregational song. It is called Use Me. If you are with us for the very first time, the words are on the screen. Please feel free to follow along and sing with us. We invite you to stand at this time in our service as well. This is kind of hot, yeah. Ooh, mm-hmm.
I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, and God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, leading us to shine. Must they do? Command my life. It's here with you. God is the love.
that heals all creation. God is creator, and makes all things new. God needs us to shine its light as me and you. So use me, oh God, for you. Heal all of that you show me, all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Beautiful day. We're going to welcome to the platform for our opening musical inspiration, Dot Todman, a celebrity vocal empowerment coach, singer, and speaker who has passionately guided voices for over 25 years. With degrees in theater, psychology, and music, her trajectory was profoundly shaped after a severe medical accident. This led to the creation of Core Vocal Power, blending metaphysics and with vocal mechanics for emotional well-being. She's been featured on NBC, MTV, and Idol, and her clients have illuminated Broadway, the Grammys, programs, shows like American Idol, AGT, The Voice, and This Is Us. Central to her work is her mission to empower voices, one heart at a time, radiating global harmony through transformative vocal artistry. Please welcome Dot Todman. Give her love and appreciation.
Good morning, Agape. Thank you. So, a lovely lady by the name of Alexa Felice belongs to an organization called everybodydeserveslove.org. And she invited me to write this song, and it has the same title, Everybody Deserves Love. And I figure at a place like Agape means love. So this would be the best place to do the song. And I'm so excited to present what unfolded from this collaboration. I'm going to need your help. When I say energy, you say love. Energy. Love. Energy. Love. Energy. Love, energy, love, energy, love. All right, I think you guys are gonna do great. You'll know when we get to that part of the song, and let's do it. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody, 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 body. In this vast universe, every voice has a place. Every dream, every thought, every smile, every face. Life's not just about racing, it's the journey's embrace. Every challenge, every stumble at your very own pace. Everybody deserves love. That means me and you. When you feel you've been hurt, love. Got to believe you're worthy of love. Sometimes. No, anytime. Ha! Don't let shadows dim that inner shine you possess. Every tear, every scar, every joy, every stress adds layer to the beauty of the soul you express. In this dance of existence, you're nothing but the best. The heart where emotions intertwine. Every beat, every pulse is a rhythm so fine. There's melodies and harmonies in every single line. Your story, your journey, It's your moment to shine, 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 shine. Everybody deserves love. That means me and you. Oh, when you feel you've been hurt, love. Got to believe you're worthy of love. No, anytime. Chop, 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 chop. Got to believe you're worthy of. Here now. Okay. Feeling it all in our own way. And love's our gift to this world. Energy, 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 chop, chop, energy, energy. Where energy goes, life flows. Yes, that means me and you. Oh, when you feel you've been hurt, love. Got to believe you're worthy of. Here now, okay, feeling it all in our own way, and love's our gift to this world. Hey, energy, bo 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 bo, bo 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 bo. Love, 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 love. Got to believe you're worthy of love. Don't let those shadows dim that inner shine of love. Thank you. Thank you, my amazing singers. We have Orlando, we have Jeanette, we have Grace, and Alexa.
Give them some
And the
love and
amazing Agape
appreciation.
House Band.
Yep.
Thank you.
So we have, for the house band, we have on the keyboards, Ben Dowling, guitar, David Neal, drums, Curtis Bird, and bass, John Hart. Give Dot Todman and her crew some more love and appreciation. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. We are always so blessed. Marianne Lewis is our director of our music ministry. Give her some love and appreciation. Yep, we are always so blessed with their music. Beautiful day, Agape Nation. Good to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for making Agape your place of celebration and joyful worship today. I'm Reverend Coco Stewart. I'm delighted to be the hosting minister for today. Always an honor and definitely just a deep honor and a great joy to do so. Reverend Dr. Michael is out, taking the Agape word out, speaking, and we'll hear more from him later in a couple of ways, actually. And as always, when he leaves town or is not physically in the platform, we have a powerful, spiritually activating consciousness of truth. Today we have our own Reverend Julie Moret. If you want to give her some love and appreciation, Reverend Julie. You've heard her speak before, powerful, dynamic speaker. You will really receive what you came to get today as Reverend Julie comes forward. Her topic, of course, is beginning the world over. Wonderful. So, Agape, if this is your first time worshiping, if this is the first time you've been here in the sanctuary, if this is your first time with us, we just invite you to please stand up. The congregation just wants to give you a blessing. You're not going to just remain standing, and online, the same thing. This is your first time, stand up. Oh, look, wonderful. Remain standing. And the congregation is going to allow the love in our hearts to flow through our hands. And we say this to you: welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We know who you really are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. You are a unique way that divine love is appearing on the planet. You are a unique way that love, intelligence, and beauty are appearing on the planet. of intelligence and beauty. You are a one-of-a-kind spiritual genius. We celebrate your life. We appreciate you, and we thank God for you. Welcome to Agape. Thank you so much for being here. Somebody might hug you, somebody might shake your hand. The Agape way, the Agape blessing, connection, heart to heart. And online, we welcome you. We're grateful that you found us, however you found us, and grateful that you are with us today. We have magnificent licensed practitioners, Agape spiritual practitioners, throughout the congregation and online. And it takes a certain amount of time and an investment and energy to become an Agape licensed practitioner. So we hold those beings in high regard, for this is, it's something to go through that and become licensed. And so I appreciate them, and I'm grateful for them. And they're under the direction of Reverend Kathleen McNamara, Reverend Jason Davion Mitchell. And right now we have a practitioner coming forward with a specific assignment to come forth with our affirmations, our purpose statement, our reading, and our living evocation of the heart. I'm going to invite Kelwyn Hagan to come forward for this slot. Kelwyn.
Hello, hello, hello. I love you all. Well, Reverend Michael's theme for this month is your perception of wholeness. It's harvest time. Our speaker today is Reverend Julie Moret. Always brings what I need to hear. And our hot topic today is beginning the world over. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation session this morning with music provided by Fair Elise. Today's musical inspiration is Dot Todman. Amazing, right? Our interpreters for today are Romina Mena and T.L. Forsberg. Amazing how they can translate all our words. Thank you. Agape's licensed spiritual practitioners hold prayer vigil during service and are available for individual prayer immediately after this service. Right back there, guys. They are also engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. You're invited to share any prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. Now it is time for our affirmations. I invite you to please stand. Repeat them aloud after me, line by line. I am here to reflect and reveal cosmic consciousness.
I am here to reflect and reveal cosmic consciousness.
The truth of my natural brilliance trumps all circumstances in my life.
The truth of my natural brilliance trumps all circumstances in my life.
God is forever live streaming divine ideas to me. I download and demonstrate. My life is a moment-to-moment celebration of health and wholeness. High conversations and holy encounters express as me with ease and grace. This is my life on God. And so it is. Amen. Well done. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the new thought, ageless wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Thank you. We have two readings for our inspiration this morning. First is from Reverend Michael, and it speaks to his theme of the month for Agape, your perception of wholeness. It's harvest time. As we grow spiritually and expand our awareness and the eternal presence, we come to realize that our perception of life greatly determines our experience of life. As we unfold further in our development, we discover that our context helps to determine our perception, and then manifests as our experience. Therefore, with the understanding that we did not create ourselves, but have emerged from eternal life itself, our context expands from the thought that we are merely human and the children of our human parents to the awareness that we live, move, and have our being in God. That our real life is an emanation of the presence itself. Via meditation, activated affirmative prayer, life visioning, sacred fellowship, and other spiritual technologies, we become candidates for real spiritual insight. This illuminates us to the point where we can see our lives from a larger context, thus changing our perception, and now universal law response to us based on our more expanded point of view. When we become aware that we are always harvesting our own perceptions, whether they be limited, I'm only human, or expanded, my life is an emanation of the divine. Therefore, harvest time is happening all the time. As I like to say, every moment is a genius moment, a new beginning for real. So ask yourself, what am I harvesting right now? And remember, stay conscious, stay in practice, and stay in love with life. This is who you are and where you come from. Peace and blessings. Reverend Michael B. Beckwith. Here, I'm just going to take a nice breath with me. Just, yeah, that's right. Feels good. Our second reading this morning is taken from our book of the month for October. The answer is you, by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. It can be found on page 6. Our mindsets and heart sets inform our motives, the impetus for our actions. One method for evolving mindsets and heart sets is to ask empowering questions. Disempowering questions such as, why me? Why now? Who can I blame for this? Obstruct our evolutionary progress. In contrast, empowering questions take us directly into the heart of the situation. What quality is asking to be activated within me? What must I release from my mental or emotional patterns to shift this situation? Such questions press the reset button within our mindsets and heart sets, creating an opportunity for us to activate our more expansive, compassionate, joyous, and wise aspects of being. A lot to chew on in all that, huh? So let's take a moment of silence, and we're going to go into some prayer. I'm going to be conscious of my breathing, my breath in, my breath out. Conscious of my surroundings and sounds I hear. I am grateful. First and foremost, grateful that I am breathing. Grateful for all the love that I feel. Grateful for the blood that pumps through my veins and always knows exactly what to do to heal and keep my body healthy. I am grateful beyond belief for Agape and the opportunity to be here as part of Agape, knowing that Agape is love. I am grateful for Reverend Michael's yes that made all of this possible, where we can come together in this spiritual fellowship right here. I am grateful for Reverend Julie and the amazing message she carries with us today from the expanded intelligence of all things. I am grateful for all of this, knowing all of this is life-lifing. God, nature, give it any name you want. Life-lifing is taking place, and it is everything as everything. I am this life-lifing, the same energy that drives the stars. We are, you are, each and every one of us, individually and unified together, are the life-lifing that is all things. And I know that as we move forward and we carry this amazing blessing here, that this service, this time together, is truly a blessing as it expands the awareness of this whole planet, the consciousness, the compassion of this whole planet. This blessing goes beyond and beyond. And I know that this service is blessed. And we are so blessed to be here, part of it now, whenever that now may be. Yes. I release all of all I am into the oneness of love. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. Again, love you all.
We got a new chant for you here. It's a Floyd Lula chant called Beloved Community, in which we are the beloved community. Beloved community, we gather in unity. All are welcome here, all are blessed, and a blessing to be. Come on now. Beloved community, where we discover divinity, recovering who we are in our beloved community. It doesn't matter where we've come from, doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters is we're here now. There with an open heart, let Spirit work it out. Come on now. Beloved community, we gather in unity. All are welcome, all are blessed, and a blessing to be. Oh yeah, beloved community, where we discover divinity, recovering who we are in this beloved community. It doesn't matter where we've come from, doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters is we're here now. Keep an open heart, let Spirit work it out. Come on now. Beloved community, we gather in unity. All are welcome here, all are blessed, and a blessing to be. Oh, beloved community, where we discover divinity, recovering who we are in our beloved community. Oh, recovering community.
So beautiful. Thank you so much once again, Jamie. Thank you so much, Kelwin, for that prayer. So Reverend Michael sent a video especially for us. So let's hear from him.
Peace and richest blessings and good morning. And you know what's beautiful about saying good morning? Because there may have been a time in your life where you woke up and said, good God, it's morning. But now you might be waking up saying, good morning, God. And as you do so, your heart bursts open and you begin to realize that this is a beautiful day and that this life that you have is a gift for you to contribute, to shine, to glow, to radiate the presence everywhere you go. I welcome you to the Agape International Spiritual Center today. Presently, I'm in Washington, D.C. At this particular moment, I'm being hosted by Sister Jenna in this beautiful house of love of the Brahma Kumari movement. I've been invited to Washington, D.C. by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar to present on the main stage, bringing a moment of evocation and a moment of brief teaching. But today, you're at Agape right now. Our very own Reverend Julie Moret is going to bring about the powerful message. Reverend Leon Campbell handled the Way of Meditation service. Our musical inspiration carries the frequency of our Agape member, Dot. Of course, singers with her, and all of this under the spiritual leadership of Marianne Lewis. And then there's you. Receptivity, availability, openness, yielding, surrender to the next stage of your own unfolding so that you can live from a perception of wholeness and see the world the way it really is, not just through a filter of separation. Have a beautiful day. I will see you next Sunday. This is Beckwith from Washington, D.C., and from the very center of the universe, the same place that you're emanating from. Be magnificent today. Peace and blessings.
Yes, send him some love and appreciation. At Agape, there are many things that go on as an emanation of the vision. So I'm going to invite the voice of Agape, Victor Dickerson. He's a licensed practitioner. He's the one you'll hear if you call in, if you actually phone in. You'll get Victor. So, Victor, come and highlight some of what's happening.
Grand Rising Agape, and I'm just feeling the love, and it's a beautiful thing because I love you. Just like Kelvin loves you, I love you too. Thank you, thank you. It's a beautiful thing. Grand Rising, everyone. We have a few highlights for you today. Now, please visit the Agape website for more details on all of these announcements. That's agapelive.com. All times listed are Pacific Standard Time. Do you have questions about your life? Are you seeking answers? The answer is you. Because you are here to live with thriving intimate relationships, to expand your financial empowerment, and experience a deeper connection with Spirit. Agape University invites you to join the dynamic master practitioner and teacher, Reverend Susie Lula, for The Answer Is You, a live online class based on the best-selling book by our beloved Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. You are who and what the universe is seeking to express through. The answer is you. This is a 5-week course beginning Wednesday, October 18th, live on Zoom at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. All sessions will be recorded and made available following each class. The course is open to everyone, so that means you. For those who aspire to enter the Agape Professional Practitioner Studies Program, this is a required course. Register today at agapelive.com, but wait, there's a little more. I'm going to share with you a quote from Reverend Michael. It can be difficult to light the world, let's go back. It can be difficult to be the light of the world when you are struggling to pay the light bill. Now, this came through Reverend Michael during a meeting where a discussion was taking place on how to best serve our global community with The Answer Is You, a free master class. One of the ways is shifting our thoughts and beliefs around finances, from liability to asset. This masterclass is a chance to shatter your limitations and unlock the boundless potential that lies within you in the area of money and abundance and so much more. So in this class, you will get a peek into the abundance consciousness of Michael B. Beckwith himself. You will hear how both Reverend Susie Lula and Reverend Michael transformed their own lives. You will also be guided and gifted through a process of practice that you can take with you and apply to your own life. And guess what, everyone? It's free. You don't want to miss this opportunity. So join Reverend Michael and Reverend Susie for the Answer Is You free masterclass Wednesday, October 11th at 6 p.m. live on Zoom. Please register today. That sounds like a divine appointment if I've ever heard one. Now, Agape is open to the public. So come on over every Sunday, meditation at 11, celebration service at 11:30. Be aware of construction on Wilshire and around our building. As always, all of our services are live streamed. We absolutely love to see you in person. This is a beautiful thing. So come on down, everyone. On this week's episode of Take Back Your Mind, Reverend Michael welcomes back nutritionist, best-selling author of the new Eat Smarter Family Cookbook. He's also the creator of the #1 fitness and nutrition podcast, The Model Health Show, Sean Stevenson. Watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember to subscribe or follow to receive alerts when new shows drop each Wednesday. So if you're seeking spiritual insight into your finances, health, life purpose, or world events, email Reverend Michael at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com, and your question may be featured as the life question of the week on the Take Back Your Mind podcast with Reverend Michael. Remember to share your first name and your location. This Tuesday, Laughter Yoga meets on Zoom at 6 p.m., facilitated by Agape practitioner Martin Weish. On our website, click on the banister to register. No experience necessary. Namaste. Thank you for laughing. Thank you. Thank you. Freedom Path Ministry. Zooms this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Release any sense of addiction, old beliefs, or attachments. Paola Castro is our guest speaker this week. Go to our website and click on the Freedom Path banner at the top of the page for more information and to register. This is a gift to the community, so all are welcome. Listen, a person that is ill has only one dream. A healthy person has many. Remember, your health is wealth. Give your body temple the raw materials it needs for renewal, regeneration, recovery, and stability of good health. Subscribe to Adaptogen at Nutririse.com and get the Rev's Superfood Greens and vitamin D3K2. Your body will love you back. One love, peace and blessings, Agape. Thank you.
He does a great job, doesn't he, Victor Dickerson? Give him some love and appreciation. He's a pro, and I mean he's a real pro. Yeah, beautiful. Dot will come out in a moment. First, I want to give a more formal introduction of Reverend Julie Moret, and after Dot sings, Reverend Julie will step straight up onto the platform. So, this is Reverend Julie's book, What's Your What? How to Ignite Your Unique Brand. She's doing a book signing after service. I just wanted to hold that up so that it's here. She is an accomplished international speaker and teacher. She's spoken here many times, as I said before. And here's what I always like people to know, this part. She holds degrees in a wide range of healing modalities, including Qigong, psychology, neuro-linguistic programming, clinical hypnosis, hands-on energy healing, and shamanism. For me, my experience is that what undergirds her presentation every time, something fresh, something new. Of course, she's an ordained Agape minister and a member of our leadership group and part of our G5. Her TED Talk, How to Clarify Your Uniqueness and Live a Life That Matters, is currently available. She has 2 new audiobooks, excuse me, What's Your What? How to Ignite Your Unique Brand, available on Audible, and An Ounce of Inspiration, a series of 5 live inspirational talks on iTunes. Again, she's going to have a book signing after this service in the lobby. I'm sure you'll want to go out there and connect and get a book. Let's welcome Dot Todman to the platform. Much love for her.
So, good afternoon, Agape. I always wanted to say good afternoon because we always say good morning no matter what time of day it is. So I'm being a rebel. So this next song, back in 2006, it first came to me as I was sitting in a park. And it was a spark of realization about the dance between our inner feelings and the outer world we experience and the unlimited possibility in all of us. Over the years, it picked up a little of my Jamaican Canadian flavor. So I hope that brings you some joy. You can feel free to clap along if you like, or dance if you feel the vibe. And we're gonna get it moving here now. Jabba boom ba boom ba, jabba boom ba boom boyo, jabba boom ba boom ba, jabba ba. As I lay hypnotized by the moving clouds, I ask out loud, is this life what it seems? Or is it all just a dream? That sea blue sky climbs up so high, but to some smaller life form, maybe I'm a cloud too. And there's blue at the heights. We laugh, we cry, feel joy and pain over and over again in human form. But I realize I'm more. Am I sleeping or awake in this restless earthly state of curiosity? I think it's just a dream. Ooh, it's all a dream. Those clouds are just like me, changing steadily, unpredictably. But as they fade, my heavy eyes take me away into time's mystery. New perceptions in mind when one dark cloud becomes bright. I feel the burst of a flame igniting me again. This love's a treat in the seed, unlimited possibilities. We laugh, we cry, feel joy and pain over and over again in human form. But I realize I'm more. Am I sleeping or awake in this restless earthly state of curiosity? I think it's just a dream. Ooh, it's all a dream. As I feel through this metamorphosis of this cumulus, my resentment cools and condenses, sending the outpour of my rain pain into euphonious sunshine. Ooh, feel joy and pain over and over again in human form. But I realize I'm more. Am Shabba-ba-doom-ba-boom-ba. Shabba-ba-boom-ba-boom-boyo. Shabba-ba-boom-ba-boom-ba. One more time. Ha. Shabba-boom-ba-boom-ba. Shabba-ba-boom-ba-boom-boyo. Shabba-ba-boom-ba-boom-ba. Shabba-ba. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, amazing Agape House Band. And thank you, Agape.
Dot Todman, the Agape House Band, all these beautiful singers, thank you. Thank you so much. I know y'all are giving them some love on the chat. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm so happy to be with you today. And today is going to be all about relationships. I hope you're cool with that. The relationship that we have with ourselves, our relationships with others, and our relationship with life. I came to this topic because I was recently invited to speak at a big conference. Super excited. Until they told me what they wanted me to speak about. My topic was romantic love and healthy relationships. And as soon as I heard that, I thought, wow, they know nothing about me. Or the fact that my dating history played out like a Taylor Swift soundtrack. So there I was. I needed to come up with a talk, which I could totally do. If I could do like an Instagram version of my relationship abilities. Like that I could do, you know, like healthy glow filter on. Hey guys, here's 3 tips to have the bestest relationship ever. Tip number 1, turn that frown upside down. Always be agreeable. Tip number 2, remember, it's better to have someone than no one, so suck it up, buttercup. And tip number 3, for the happiest relationship of all, remember, who cares if they aren't exactly what you're looking for? You can fix him. Hashtag no down days for me. Hashtag happy all the time. Hashtag not an emotional terrorist like my husband says I am. Like that I could do. But the truth, oof, I have struggled in relationship. Found it challenging to feel safe, to trust. So imagine you get this great opportunity, like speak at a big conference, but it means addressing the tough stuff. My first thought was just cancel, you know? Like they asked me to speak, I said yes. They tell me the topic, I could be like, oh, that's the day that I pick lint out of the screen thing in my dryer, so not gonna be able to make it. But then you know what, I thought about it and I was like, there are no mistakes. It is no mistake that you are here. It is no mistake that I am here. And I took the whole thing to prayer. And immediately I heard, you are not now who you once were. Anybody need to hear that today? You are not now who you once were. Anybody operating off of an old story? A story that maybe you have told so many times it runs on autopilot and may not be accurate anymore. I'm thinking, let's open up the windows to our heart today. Let something fresh in. You know, clear out any old beliefs or decisions about what relationship is or who we are in relationship. Are you cool with that? Because the truth of the matter is, while I am 100% no expert in relationships, I have absolutely learned expertise worth sharing. First, I have been married for well over 15 years. I was going to wait till you clap, okay? But actually, that's really more a testament to my husband's endurance skills and high pain threshold. But I have learned some things. I spent the last 5 years getting certified in neuro-emotional therapeutic techniques. That is how our nervous system impacts our emotions, which impact our relationships. And I learned about the tools that we can use to rewire our nervous system so we can enjoy healthier, more satisfying relationships. So today, I would love to share a little bit about this. That's neuro-emotional health, and I've been speaking about it quite a bit over these last few years because our mental health became so highlighted during the pandemic. This is the last time I'm going to share the information from the stage. I will put like a guided practice with resources on my Instagram at Rev Julie Moret. It's free. I consider this work like a public service announcement. So it'll be available if you want that. Very briefly, we have 3 primary operating modes to our brain. In the 400s BC, Socrates referred to it as the 3 parts of our brain. More recently, neuroscientists like Paul MacLean have referred to it as the triune brain, which consists of our survival brain, our emotional brain, and our clear-thinking executive brain. The clear-thinking executive, that's the sweet spot. That's where we want to be. But all 3 brain states have a role and a function. For example, if I happen to be wandering through an African savanna and a lion starts to size me up for lunch, I want a good, strong survival instinct, Run, fight, right? I don't want to respond to a survival situation with my emotional brain. Like if the lion is barreling down towards me, that is not the time for me to pull out a box of Kleenex and be like, I'm sad, and disappointed because I thought we were going to have a picnic. If I stay in my feelings with that lion making a beeline towards me, guarantee a picnic is going to happen that day. Not me, it's going to be the lion. So it's really wonderful to be able to identify and access our different brain states. Reverend Michael has spoken about this a ton. He's referred many times to when he would go into his garage in the early days, and there was a mirror there, and he would just speak affirmations over and over and over again to himself. That's neural rewiring. To put it very, very bluntly, we got to learn how to put the neuro-emotional oxygen mask over ourselves first. Why? Because as the Center for Emotional Education says, survival brain is a bad lover. It is also a bad parent, teacher, friend, boss, employee. There is nothing safe, fun, or sexy about being with somebody when they are in any of the 4 main survival responses. So we humans tend to respond to challenging situations in 4 main ways: fight, flight, freeze, and appease. Fight, flight, freeze, and appease. I hope this is helpful. I didn't know any of this stuff when they were making the movie about my life. And it would have been very helpful had it... Oh, wait, did you not know? Did you not know that there is an A-list blockbuster movie that was made about me? Paul, could you show them that movie poster? There we go. Runaway Bride. Julia Roberts, yep. Yep, okay. All right, we can get rid of that one. But why did Julia and I run over and over again? That's that survival brain. So if you take a moment, just consider for yourself when you're in it, when you're in a challenging moment, and it doesn't have to be a huge thing. It could be as simple as flipping on the news, or a child having a tantrum, or a yucky conversation with a loved one, a boss, employee. When you're in it, what is your main survival response? Fight, flight, freeze, or appease. And, that could look like, taking flight, like Julie and I, or it could be freezing up and just waiting for the moment to pass. Or do you just come in swinging right off the bat? Do you go right into fight mode? Or appease, just kind of smooth everything over, including your truth and integrity, and attempt to not wake waves. Anybody relate to that? If y'all on the chat want to play, you could plug it into the chat. What's your main survival response? Fight, flight, freeze, or appease. And it doesn't have to be just one. You might do a cocktail. Like I'll have one fight with a splash of appease, please. So what do we do? Once we're able to understand and recognize, oh, wow, I'm moving into some survival reactivity, the next step is, how do I smooth out my survival brain? And there are a number of ways to do that. I'm going to list a bunch of them on my Instagram. For now, with our time frame, I'd love to do 2 with you. So the first one is whether it's yourself or you're with somebody. I started doing all of this because I wanted to have a better relationship with my son. I wanted to know how to be with him. So whether it's for yourself or with another one, if somebody is having one of those survival responses, the first step is to tend to the physical needs, okay? If it's cold, get a blanket, get an extra layer of clothing. If it's hot, take off a layer, cool the space down. Make sure there's very good hydration, fresh, pure, clear, clean water, a cozy tea. Make sure there's very good nurturants, like that the belly is full, some warm, substantial kind of comfort food. This isn't really the time for dieting necessarily. And then after you've tended to the physical self, the next step is a great regulating breath. I heard y'all breathing a little while ago when Kelwin was up here. So let's do a regulating breath. It's a swift breath in through the nose and slow, slow out through slightly parted lips. Breathing in swift, and you can let some sound out on the exhale. And do it a couple more times, and on the exhale, just let go. Let go of everything. Let go of anything. Let go of it all. And notice, can you feel yourself kind of sink in a little bit in just these couple of seconds? That's what's available to us. So what happens is, once we've smoothed out the survival brain, the next step is to regulate the emotional brain. How do we do that? We do it by taking a moment to notice, what am I feeling? What are the feelings that I have? And I like building up my emotional literacy. One of the things that I'm going to post is there's a big chart with a ton of adjectives. Because I grew up and I was like happy, mad, sad, or glad. But there are so many different feelings. And when you hit it just right, it like sends this current into the body. It's like the nervous system says, oh, they so get me. You know, is it like bafflement or bewilderment or enthrallment? Or there are all kinds of feelings. And so as you build your emotional literacy and hit it just right, what happens is the nervous system doesn't need to hold on to the feeling anymore because it knows that it's being respected, it's being heard. And so as Dr. Dan Siegel says, felt feelings flow on. It allows the feeling to release, right? And we become fresh and new again. So once we have soothed out our survival brain, regulated our emotional brain, then we're able to blossom into our clear thinking executive brain. That's the brain state we want to be in when we're making important decisions. You know, like to buy a house or say I do, to have a child, swipe left or right, you know, chocolate cake or vanilla ice cream, the important things. And by the way, it's chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream, just to be clear. So I would love to share with you how these kind of tools work in real time, okay? Because they definitely help us enhance the relationship that we have with ourselves, game-changing in relationships with others. Case in point, 2 weeks ago, my computer broke. In the 9.5 minutes that it took for my husband to finish his work phone call and come upstairs to fix my computer, I went from being irritated about the broken computer to full-on rage. But then it wasn't just rage about the broken computer. It was about everything that has ever bothered me throughout all of time, including the stupid window shades that we bought 4 years ago. He's here and I'm looking at him. 4 years ago, when I clearly said I want the window shades to go around the outside of the window to block all light, and everybody was like, no, they go inside. And I have spent the last 4 years being tormented by light streaming in across my computer screen. So that's the brain state that I was in when my husband innocently came upstairs to fix the computer. So fortunately, he knows this stuff. As soon as he sees me, he can tell that I'm in a total survival reactive state right now. And the thing about survival brain is that survival brain is like a feral cat. So my husband basically hugs the perimeter of the office so as to avoid any contact with me as he makes his way over to my computer. And the first thing he does to fix my computer, which is so annoying and obnoxious, okay, he checks to make sure it's plugged in. Like, how rude is that? It wasn't. It wasn't. So all he does is go, and the whole computer comes roaring to life. You would think everybody would be happy now. Oh, yay, for joy, we'll all go about our day. Oh, no, because if you recall, I just spent 9.5 minutes pumping adrenaline and cortisol into my veins, and I am ready for a fight. Oh, who cares if the computer's fixed? I'm going all in on the window shades from 4 years ago, right? So in the past, guaranteed that would have been a fight. Because my husband, in his clear-thinking executive brain, would have started mansplaining to me the aerodynamics of window shades, and me, being a feral cat in that moment, I would have just walked over and bit his head off of his neck. But watch what happens instead. So he's now back over at the entrance. This is so funny because he's here. He is now back over to the entrance of the office because he's keeping his distance. So he's a good 10 feet away. And he can clearly tell that while the computer may be fixed, my central nervous system was not. So as he's leaving, he says, I'm going to go pick up some dinner for us. And I was like, oh. Oh, I see you. I see you over there soothing my central nervous system by offering me warm, nurturing food. I see you. What are you going to do next? Unload the dishwasher? Really turn me on? So that's an example of how we can use these tools to enhance the relationship we have with ourselves and definitely with others. We got to learn how to be able to meet people where they're at. Does that make sense? I mean, could you imagine if we got to learn these kind of tools when we were in elementary school? Could you imagine if all parents, all teachers, all bosses, employees, what about the folks sitting in prison cells? What if we all got the opportunity to learn some basic skills so that decisions are no longer made from a fear-based, not enough, gotta get mine mentality, and instead, the folks that have the power to pass legislation, to press the red button, to teach our children, police our streets. What if we all had these kinds of basic neuro-emotional skills, wellness skills, mental skills, and collaborative interpersonal skills? Can you imagine? This is where it's at. I think it's worth plotting because this is the stuff. This is the stuff that lets us chart a new course for humanity. So that's the public service announcement portion of this talk. It's basic neuro-emotional skills, mental emotional skills so that we can meet ourselves and each other where we're at, okay? But what about our relationship with life? I never really thought about having a relationship with life. I always felt like I was just plopped down in Atlanta, Georgia at birth, and I've been kind of like responding to whatever comes my way ever since. The first real experience that I had of feeling completely at one with all of life, it was right before the pandemic. I was hiking up the very steep side of a mountain in Peru, and the shaman that I apprenticed with, Francisco, he began this blessing. And it was a blessing over the stone people, and the plant people, and the four-leggeds, and the two-leggeds, and the creepy crawlers, and the finned, and the furred, and the winged ones. And I was like, what? It was so enthralling, so exciting. We are at one with everything. We are never alone. We can't be. We are bonded. We are bound. We are connected by an omnipresence that never begins and never ends. Put that in the chat. I am never alone. I'm always in union. I'm always in connection. Take that in. Feel what that feels like. We're never alone. But even so Francisco then sent me on a little nature walk. And my mission was to practice throwing my consciousness so I could be at one with everything, to experience that. And so I felt myself at one with the big fluffy white clouds overhead. I let myself feel my oneness with the heart, the snow that was in the shape of a heart on the mountain opposite us. My oneness with the yaks grazing on the tall grasses. Definitely wanted to be at one with these short, mighty women with big, heavy bundles on their heads who were just cruising up the mountainside. Like I would take one step and have to rest for 20 minutes because the altitude was so intense, and they were pretty much lapping me and laughing at me. They were just like circling me, basically. And so I got to have that experience of being at one with everything, but it's even more than that. Check this out. Not only are we bound, connected by an omnipresence that never begins and never ends, but this presence, this vitalizing life force energy, it is for us. It's not just that it's just some substance that we are connected by. It is a for us substance. It is for life. It is for us. There is an omnipresence, a power, a passion, a love that is always with us, always wanting us. And it's always looping back around. In one of the first talks I ever gave, there was this phrase that came through, and it was that life is ever looping back around, offering us a seat at the table of our own soul's divinity. Can you handle it? You know? Can you handle more good, more joy, more love, more peace, more bliss? Can you handle it? And that's what life just keeps coming back. Are you ready yet, beloved? You ready? No? Okay. But watch what life does. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I've spent a couple decades not being ready. So life just loops back around. It's like, all right, I'll check back with you next week, next month, next year, next decade. But I am coming back for you. That is what our life is always saying to us. I am coming back for you. Who needs to know that today? I am always coming back for you, beloved. That is what our life is saying. I so want you. I so need you. That is what life is saying to you right in this moment. I want you. I want your light. I want everything about you. Shine, 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 baby. What has been looping around in your life? What gifts, skills, talents, abilities, passion, purpose is so ready to emerge as you? I want to share, I had a recent experience of life looping back around. So, my son is going to go off to college in about a year. And I kind of just had this feeling like when he goes away, I'm just going to sort of fade out, you know, like professionally. I've given a bunch of talks, I've got some books, like, I'm good. And then I got this phone call this past July, inviting me to attend the 60th anniversary of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington with the King family. For this to make sense, I need to backtrack a little bit. When I was a teenager, I used to sleep with a picture of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. under my pillow. Super weird. Most kids would have like movie stars or athletes or something. I was Dr. King all day. Made no sense. I was not raised with his teachings. But there was something, some kind of compelling thing, some kind of resonance, something, and I need him close by. So I kept him under my pillow. Years pass. I'm living in New York City. I go to visit Los Angeles for a vacation. I go to the Agape International Spiritual Center. I see Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith up on stage, same feeling, same need. I move from the East Coast to the West Coast because I gotta be close by. That's the elegance of our life. It just keeps looping back around. It's like we get breadcrumbs. Not sure where this is taking me, but this is something. It has something to do with passion. It has something to do with purpose. What has been looping in your life? What breadcrumbs are you getting? What keeps kind of showing up? Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you ready yet? That's what life is saying. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, my life hasn't looped around, guess what? You get to decide this is your loop around. This moment, that crying right there, that's the crying in our souls to be revealed in this lifetime. It is the yearning that exists inside of us. Oh God, I want to be everything that I am God intended to be. Use me, Lord, use me, Lord. And life just keeps coming back around. Are you ready yet, baby? Because I want you. I'm here for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So a couple more years pass. Because life will just keep looping, right? A couple more years pass, I meet a cute guy. He invites me on a date, kind of date any girl would want to go on. It's a party on a Saturday night. You know? Party on a Saturday night. But I was not available that Saturday night because I already had the hottest plans in town. That Saturday night, I was going to be driving to a cemetery in the middle of the night to watch authentic footage of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Why it was being held in the cemetery, I have no idea to this day. So Saturday night comes around, I jump in my Jeep, I am driving on freeways I have never been on before. Finally I get to the cemetery, and it was as I was driving on this long, narrow, windy road in pitch black darkness through the cemetery, no lamplights. It was that moment that I thought, I wonder if I'm being punked, you know? But I stayed on the little road, I came around, finally found a little building, and I slipped inside, kind of slouched down in one of the back seats. There he was, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., up on a screen the size of a wall. And I felt like I could breathe. Didn't matter that the sound was crackly and barely audible. Didn't matter that the images were grossly faded with time. It was that thing that has been pulling me and yearning for me and calling me and beckoning me, and I'm not sure where it's going, but it keeps looping. And all felt right in my world. So when I got a phone call a couple months ago, this past July, saying, hey, you want to go to the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's March on Washington with Martin Luther King III, his son, who is a beautiful, true-hearted, powerful man, and his wife, Andrea Waters King, who is a force of nature to be reckoned with in her own right. That is an example. That's the elegance of our lives. It just keeps looping back around. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Are you ready? Because I so want to be revealed through you. What wants to be revealed through you in this moment? What's ready to be revealed? And again, if you feel like, oh, my life's not looping around, decide if you are willing. Are you willing to decide that this is your loop around? What are you willing to embrace? What are you willing to say yes to? What passion, what purpose, what gift, what skill, what talent, ability? Are you ready for more love, more health, more wholeness, more joy, more prosperity, more fun, more peace? It's really quiet. What do you want? What do you want? Can we yes it? Can we claim it? Little side note here. Back to that time that I was in the cemetery in the middle of a Saturday night watching footage of Dr. King, about an hour in, guess who shows up? The cute guy. The cute guy that invited me to that party, he shows up at the cemetery instead. And then guess what? I married him. I asked him once, I was like, dude, what on earth made you go to a cemetery on a Saturday night to see me? And he told me that when he was in college, a buddy of his uncle was giving out girl advice. And he said, they're all crazy. You just got to find your kind of crazy. And my husband said, you know, chick's going to go to a cemetery in the middle of the night to watch Dr. King. I guess that's my crazy. Yeah, that's kind of sweet, right? So what's the point to all of this? The point is, there's hope. There is hope. There's hope for us. There is hope for our great, big, beautiful, way too often misguided world, but we've got to get some skill. We've got to have some game so that we are able to meet ourselves and others in a way that uplifts life, all of life, from the stone people and the plant people and the four-leggeds and two-leggeds and the creepy crawlers and the fin and the fern and the winged ones, all of life raised up in our gaze. As I was leaving I love being able to say this, as I was leaving a cocktail party in Washington, D.C. after the 60th anniversary March on Washington with the King family, they gave me a copy of the last book that Dr. King wrote. And it is entitled, Where Do We Go From Here? I think that's a pretty great question right about now. Where do we go from here? And I don't mean black and white, although that is absolutely included. I mean, in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls, in our cell, in our psyche, as human beings sharing a planet with stone people and plant people and four-leggeds and two-leggeds and creepy crawlers and finned and furred and winged ones, where do we go from here? In one of the opening chapters, there's a quote from founding father and political activist Thomas Paine. And he said, we have the power to begin the world over again. What do you think about that? We have the power to begin the world over again. I thought I was done. I thought I raised a kid. He's going off to college. I will just eat carbohydrates. You know, I thought I was done. And life came looping back around, and life is always looping back around for us as long as there is air coming out of your nostrils. Life is so psyched. It is so psyched for you. It's like God's up there. Yes, I've got a live one here, boots on the ground, another soldier in the battle for freedom and justice and righteousness and integrity and all manner of goodness. I'm so excited that you are here. That's what our lives are saying to us. That's what our lives are. I thought I was over with, and life came looping back around. And it said to me, and it is saying to you right now, oh no, baby, there's work to be done. Roll up your sleeves. It's time to begin the world over. Many blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this field into prayer. let's just take it into prayer right now. I appreciate the kindness. Thank you. I'm so grateful to know in this moment that there is a power, there is a presence, there is a love, there is a source, there is a goodness that is everywhere always. It is never absent. It is always here. It is right where I am. And as that is true for myself, I'm knowing it's right where each one is. Every beautiful being tuning in this very moment, held in the love of God, known by God, held by God, loved by God, every single one right where you are, known in the mind of God as holy and healthy and vibrant and brilliant. I'm so grateful to know in this very moment that this omnipresence, this presence that is never an absence, cannot be, is being remembered unto itself. And every cell, every organ, every action, every function of every single person tuning in, streaming in this moment, that there is a remembering occurring on a molecular level right now. That every bit of every proton, neutron, electron, the DNA, all the neural networks, everything is lighting up, everything is awakened, everything is being remembered unto itself. And so I'm so grateful for this opportunity. That's what God is saying. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to love you, beloved. I'm so grateful for the honor to be able to love you, beloved. That is what His life is saying to you in this very moment. I'm so grateful. I'm bowed down to you. That is what life is saying. I bow down to you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. Shine. Shine. Give me everything you've got, this life is saying. Everything you've got. You've given some. Let's go for more. More beauty, more love, more creativity, more art, more wholeness. Let's build a whole new world over again. And we just let Jamie Lula take it from here.
You are not now who once you were. Release that perception, express what you prefer. Affirm the truth of how God knows you to be. Stand in the moment that will set you free. Are you ready? Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet to live your best? We have the power. Oh, we have the power to begin this world again. We have the power to begin this world over again, right here, right now.
Thank you, Jamie. That's beautiful. We'd like to borrow your consciousness for a moment as we, as a community, embrace some folks that could really use our prayer support in this moment. So I invite you to join with me as we hold Narges Mozafari and her mother Azar in prayer, just holding Azar, knowing that right where Azar is, the presence of God is, that divine right healing and wholeness are occurring in this moment, scooping her up in absolute radiant, brilliant light and energy. We bring Peter Michael and Sharonda Lewis into our minds, blessing them, knowing wholeness, health, vitality, love, goodness, all manner of goodness. Our very own Alan Lavitt, we hold him in prayer, just knowing that right where he is, there's strength, there's comfort, there's ease, there's a return to absolute wholeness, health, and vitality. And I'm just going to ask all of y'all to kind of scoop Reverend Nora Jean Hagen up for her son who has made the transition, Tyrone. Just knowing that right where Reverend Jean is, Tyrone is on. He goes on into eternity and life everlasting. So we just hold on to Reverend Jean right now. We let her feel our presence, knowing that she is so well held, so well loved. And if there is anybody you're holding in prayer, including yourself, bring them into the mix of this frequency of kindness, this frequency of beauty, this frequency of love. Just put it in the mix. Let's all be in it together for love and healing and wholeness. And we simply allow it to be, saying, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. And now, Now's the opportunity for us to practice our giving nature. So in this moment, I'm going to invite you to take a moment and become aware of what it is that you're grateful for. How are you served by this Agape International Spiritual Center? What are the ways that we want to support Reverend Michael when he goes off to do his thing so that he knows that we've got it? You know, we've got the place handled for him. And so I invite you to become aware of how is it that you want to be with the law of prosperity? What are you ready to give today? Become aware of it. And you can place your hands over a device if you'll be giving in that way. Reverend Coco's going to share some ways in a moment. Or, you know, we've got baskets in the back if you want to give in that way. And just bless it. Bless it with all of you. Bless it with your energy. We're not just tossing in money. We're not just like clicking on a thing, but it's my beingness that I'm sharing right now. It is the frequency of love and being a part of the beneficial presence on a planet that I want to infuse in my giving. And so I'm going to ask you to multitask. Definitely give. Please give, because we love for Reverend Michael to be able to go away and represent us far and wide and, you know, hold down the fort for him. And as you are giving, I would love you to hear, this is a talk that Reverend Michael gave at the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's March on Washington. And what I want you to know is that the attendance was spectacular. There were about 190,000 people there. It was record heat. So when you see the video, it looks like where the water is, you're not seeing a ton of people because we were all hiding under trees. It was like over 100 degrees. But this is Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith at the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's March on Washington.
Founder and director of the Agape International Spiritual Center in Beverly Hills.
And over the whole world goes a clamor of hysterical joy. World War I promised.
Hills, please welcome Reverend Michael Beckwith.
Peace and richest blessings to all of you. I am Michael B. Beckwith from the Agape International Spiritual Center. Agape, of course, inspired by the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Today we are here not waiting for a dream to come true, but we're here to come true to the dream. That is, we are keenly aware that a vision without action is a fantasy, and an action without vision is what you call chaos. So today we're compelled to articulate a vision for the highest and best within us all. We are here today because we love humanity. We are here today because we love our children. We are here today because we love our grandchildren. We are here today because we love the innate freedom that has been given to us by the source of all creation, called by millions of names, the love intelligence that governs the universe, God itself. We are here today because there's a calling upon our soul to anchor the realm of ever-expanding good, otherwise known as the beloved community on earth, in this time in history, as it is in the heart mind of the infinite. We are aware, even as we are the lovers of humanity, that there are haters on this planet, those that would try to roll back the hands of time. Those that would thwart democracy, thwart our freedom, thwart individuals from being their full expression of themselves. And they have to come to a realization that if they are thwarting democracy, if they are hating and thwarting freedom, if they are hating and thwarting the inclusivity of a nation that is a melting pot of all individuals, they don't realize that their mind is being hijacked by a sense of separation, by an elite group of people that love to divide and conquer. In other words, the haters are sick. Their minds have been hijacked by a sense of separation. So today we are saying in substance, let us wake up. Let us wake up to the spiritual realization that there is a deep and an abiding unity. And if you are a hater, your mind has been hijacked. If you are a lover, you're on the right side of history. And something is trying to unfold through us. We will continue the work until we become true to the dream and become a coalescing divine community, knowing that spiritual, authentic community ultimately grants us immunity from the lower frequency of life. And then we discover
that we are compelled into right thought, compelled into right speech, compelled into right action. The beloved community begins within us and then out pictures as each and every one of us marching for the right to be free. Peace and richest blessings to all of you.
Please welcome.
Yes. So that's what we're doing here, yes? Yes, amen to that. I just want to reiterate, so for the time of offering, the ways that you can give. Reverend Julie said a couple, but there is the QR code that came up, and as you know, you can just have your, put your phone up there. It'll lead you directly to ways that you can give. You can set it up as a one-time, or it can be ongoing. There's also, if you love to text, you can text GIVE to the number on the screen, 424-321-6243. Again, you can set that up. The QR code is great if you're here in person, but anybody who's online, if you're on our Facebook page, Dr. Michael's Facebook page, or if you're on our YouTube station, then you can use that. If you want to write a check, some people still like to write checks. If you're in the sanctuary, you can drop it on your way out to the basket, in the basket, or you can mail it in. Of course, you make it out to Agape. If you're online, you can mail it in, and you mail it to 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, 90211. I'm going to invite you to continue to prepare your offering as we have this wonderful chant.
You all know this one.
Come on now. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Come on, y'all. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. I am, oh, I am that I am. Oh, I am that I am. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. I am, oh, I am that I am. 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 We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Come on, y'all. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. We are the harvest. We are the harvest we reap. One more time. We are the harvest we reap.
Yeah, thank you so much. Join with me in consciousness and prayer. Just focus on the offering once again, as we are all willing to be the ones that fund the vision. So how good it is to actively engage the dynamic spiritual substance of divine intelligence and wisdom of everyone within the sound of my voice, knowing that the absolute givingness and givenness of the infinite can never run out and never run dry, that this offering is blessed and a blessing, pressed down and running over for each soul that is tuned into the power of this word, each one here, each one here, each one abundant and magnificent measure of the infinite and giving and expressing from that place that allows the living vision of agape to be fulfilled dynamically in form as well as in consciousness. I bless the offering and I am grateful. And so it is. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to stand up. We're going to have our benediction, a couple of reminders, and that is practitioners are available for prayer. If you line up at that door all the way out there, a practitioner will be there to guide you. So practitioners are available for prayer. After service, of course, Reverend Julie will meet you outside. She's available for her book signing. And Reverend Michael will be back next week.
Amen. And choir rehearsal is this afternoon. Let's sing, everyone. Blessed always.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
Blessed always.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.
And so how very glorious it is to stand in the light of the infinite, to behold the glory of the living God through the heart, through the soul, through the profound consciousness of the I am that is every life here, everyone within the sound of my voice, the I am beholding the highest awareness of itself to glorify God through the mighty works that move through every heart and every mind and every being here. Each of us on fire with the inspiration of the infinite to fulfill that which is ours to do by right of consciousnness. Each of us fulfilled and fueled by a living vision that never runs out and never runs dry and continually gives and expresses and fulfills. This is who we are, and this is what we're here for, to glorify the infinite with love. In gratitude, blessing this day and every day, I let it be, and together we say, and so it is. And so I let it be. Amen. Beloveds, have a great Sunday. Good to see you. Love to you.
Oh Lord, I'm grateful, so very thankful. I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Come on, y'all. We are one holy union. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy union. Come on, Benny.
David Neal. Woo. Yes. Ben Dowling's on the piano today.
I am so grateful, so very thankful. I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray, how can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Hey!
Let's tell it.
We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Sing it, Victor. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. One more time. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human. Take it home.
Agape House Band. Again, that's Ben Dowling on piano, David Neal on guitar, John Hart on bass today, Curtis Bird on those drums. Jamie Lula in the house. Jamie Lula. Yes. Dot Todman's out there meeting her public. We're grateful for you. We're grateful for all of you here at Agape. So we love you so much. I'm Marianne Lewis. Have a blessed and beautiful week.